a night of nostalgia and a night of action. Channel turning, one of my favorite things. On my big TV set, I had the A&E network on to see what turned out to be one of my favorite episodes of the WWE Most Wanted Treasures, the Andre the Giant episode. And on my computer at the same time, I had NXT in Your House. Um, yeah, I mean, heck of a few hours there. So the Andre the Giant A&E um, Lost Treasures, one of my favorite, definitely one of my favorite episodes, and it made me think about this incredible book, The Eighth Wonder of the World, the complete anything you've ever wanted to know about the life of Andre the Giant, written by my buddies, great authors Bertrand Hebert and Pat Lepage, published by ECW Press, the same company that published my book, Is Wrestling Fixed? I didn't know it was broken. You were wondering if I was going to get a plug in there, but what a great episode as AJ and Paul White, the former Big Show, and Mark Henry, WWE Hall of Famer, went in search of some of Andre's ring gear, his passport, and they ran into so many some obstacles, and they also got some great stuff. And there were appearances by Tim White, who was Andre's road manager, who I knew for many, many, many years. I knew Andre really well, of course. I'll do a show on Andre one time. Also, Frenchie, the late Frenchie Bernard, his wife Jackie, and they took a tour of the old farm that that Andre owned in Ellerby, North Carolina. It was just a great episode, very moving. So I highly recommend it. If you saw it, let me know what you thought of it. And it was just so kind of tear jerking to see Andre's ashes being spewed on the grounds of his ranch during a memorial. So yeah. Then we had NXT in Your House. Let me get my results pad up here. The main event. Well, before we get to the main event, at the end of the show, William Regal was leaving the arena, and he was interviewed, and he said, "It's been 7 years that I've been here," something like that. And, it's time for a change. So some kind of change will be coming to NXT, probably involving him, and we will find out, I'm sure, Tuesday night on NXT. Karrion Kross, I got to tell you something. I knew him. I knew him when he was Killer Kross, and when he worked for Modern Vintage Wrestling, and I was very impressed by him and by Scarlett Bordeaux, of course. And but I have to tell you something. This guy, he belongs as a main star on the main roster already. He did retain the title in that crazy match with against Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano with Austin Theory versus Pete Dunne, he's such a great maniac, Pete Dunne. Fatal five-way. Kross won with that sleeper hold. Kyle O'Reilly had Adam Cole ready to tap out, and Kross came in and put O'Reilly in that sleeper, and O'Reilly went out, and Kross beat him. I mean, he couldn't continue. That was it. So Killer Kross, I still call him Killer Kross. Karrion Kross retains the title. For the $1 Million Championship, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, came out of a limo. They should have had him in a tuxedo, though. Maybe they couldn't afford it. Maybe he couldn't afford it. But everyone's got their price. It's so good to see him back in the mix. But in a crazy ladder match, LA Knight did defeat Cameron Grimes and go on to become the new $1 Million Champion. Mercedes Martinez against Sia Lee. I always have a problem pronouncing that name. Lee kept her undefeated streak going there, and later on Martinez was attacked by Mei Ying. So lots of stuff going on there. Raquel Gonzalez, the women's champion with Dakota Kai, beat Ember Moon with Shotzi Blackheart there. Lots of interference from the outside from Dakota Kai, and Raquel did win. Bronson Reed, the North American champion in MSK, took on, now again, my pronunciation of these names, Legado del Fantasma. That wasn't too bad. Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza in a winner-takes-all six-man tag team match for the NXT North American Championship and the tag team belts. Bronson Reed and MSK retained. Bronson Reed with an amazing jump off the top ropes to retain for his team. So it was a good show. It was a good show. Everybody put in excellent performances, and I'm glad I watched it. So let me know what you thought of NXT in your house. It was great to see Todd Pettengill back again. I loved the pre-show, by the way. Sam Roberts and the other guest broadcasters were really, really, really good. Okay, that's it. This is Bill Apter. Follow me at Apter1 Wrestling on Twitter. Don't forget to check me out on the VOC Nation. Every Wednesday, the Wrestling with History podcast drops with me and the voice of choice, Bruce Wirt, and Killer Ken Resnick. Also, Inside the Ropes magazine. Another great issue on the newsstands right now, or go to InsideTheRopesMagazine.com to find out where you can get the most current issue with the EST on the cover. Yeah. And subscribe right here to OneWrestlingVideo.com. www.onewrestlingvideo.com right here. So this is Bill Apter down here at Apter's Alley. And as I always say, I'll see you at the matches eventually. June 27th, Allentown, PA. Go to Bud Carson's page on Facebook to see details. Back in the Saddle, it'll be me, Barry Windham, Baby Doll, Maven, and Akeem, One Man Gang, and several other people. Come see us, and it's free. Yeah, it's a free admission to get in there. So, but autographs and books and whatever you do have to pay for. Yeah, that's the way business works. Okay, thanks everybody, and I'll see you eventually at the matches. So now that we're done taping, can I ask you a kayfabe question?
Please.
Okay. Is wrestling fixed?
¿Lucha libre está arreglada?
Sí.
Yo no sabía que estaba quebrada.
Oh.